Good morning. Faith in mortgage brokerage, serving clients through a higher calling. And mortgage brokerage is often viewed as a very transactional business. We got rates and terms and approvals. But for me, it's something much deeper. Faith shapes how I approach lending, how I advise clients, and how I define success. And when faith and mortgage brokerage intersect, the result is not just better loans, but better outcomes for people and families. So let's look at faith as the foundation of client advocacy. So at its core, faith teaches stewardship, honesty, and responsibility. And these principles directly guide how I serve clients. And a mortgage is one of the largest financial decisions most people will ever make. Treating that responsibility lightly or prioritizing commissions over clarity simply does not align with a faith driven approach. Faith reminds me that my role is not to sell alone, but to advise, to educate, and to protect. And that means recommending the right loan, not the easiest approval, is the best option. It means explaining risk clearly, even when it slows the process. And it also means saying no to a deal when it does not serve the client's long term interests. So, integrity over speed in mortgage decisions. In today's market, speed is often marketed as the ultimate advantage. And when efficiency matters, faith emphasizes wisdom over haste. And a fast closing means nothing if the structure creates stress, financial strain, or regret later. So a faith-based mortgage philosophy prioritizes sustainable monthly payments, smart use of leverage and equity, but also long-term financial stability over short-term wins. And when clients trust that guidance is rooted in integrity, the relationship becomes collaborative rather than transactional. Let's talk about serving families and not just files. So, faith reframes every loan as a family decision, not as a file number. And behind every application is a household, and children, and careers, and goals, and future plans. And that perspective changes the conversation. So instead of asking, how do we get this approved? The better question becomes, how does this loan serve the family 5 and 10 years from now? And that mindset leads to better structuring, fewer surprises, and stronger client confidence. So let's look at accountability beyond the closing table. Faith introduces accountability beyond regulators, beyond lenders, or reviews. It reinforces personal responsibility for outcomes, especially when clients trust professional guidance. Now, this accountability is going to show up in a transparent explanation of your loan options, in clear communication during uncertain markets, but also in ongoing support after closing, not just before and during. So, mortgage brokerage becomes a form of service and not a one time transaction. And there's a higher standard in a complex industry. The mortgage industry is complex by design, and faith provides clarity when choices feel overwhelming. It encourages patience, discernment, and humility, qualities that are essential when navigating market volatility, rate changes, and evolving lending guidelines. Now, for clients, this means that guidance that is calm, measured, and grounded, not reactive or fear driven. So let's look at why faith driven mortgage brokerage matters. Well, faith does not replace expertise, it only strengthens it. And it elevates how advice is delivered and how trust is built. And when faith and mortgage brokerage intersect, clients receive more than loan options. They receive guidance rooted in care, responsibility, and long term thinking. And for me, serving clients well is not just good business, it's part of a higher calling. That, my friends, is it for the day. Please visit billraponline.com to figure out how to get a hold of me. Love to chat with you more about your situation. Take care.